Antoine Semenyo's rise to the Premier League is a story shaped by early rejection, persistence, and steady professional growth. Born on January 7, 2000 in England, Semenyo developed into a powerful and versatile wide attacker capable of operating as a winger or wide midfielder. Although English by birth, he represents Ghana at international level, reflecting his family heritage and personal identity. His career path has been anything but straightforward, marked by setbacks in his teenage years, multiple loan spells, and gradual refinement before he finally established himself as a top-flight performer with AFC Bournemouth. As of today, Antoine Semenyo's estimated net worth is believed to be $17 million. This valuation is primarily driven by his Premier League contracts with Bournemouth, performance-related bonuses, and endorsement opportunities that have followed his emergence as a consistent top-level player. Semenyo's early football journey was defined by disappointment rather than instant success. As a young teenager, he underwent trials with several London-based clubs, including Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, and Millwall, but failed to secure a place at any of them. At just 15 years old, he spent 8 weeks on trial at Crystal Palace, only to be released at the end of the process. That rejection proved particularly difficult, pushing him to the point where he seriously considered abandoning his dream of becoming a professional footballer altogether. At a moment when many players would have walked away, Semenyo instead found an unlikely lifeline. Dave Hockaday, a former professional footballer and coach, persuaded him to join the academy program at South Gloucestershire and Stroud College, a decision that ultimately saved his career. His development at college level quickly attracted attention. Clubs such as Birmingham City, Crystal Palace once again, and Bristol City all monitored his progress. In 2017, Bristol City made the decisive move, bringing him into their academy system. It was a crucial step that provided him with structure, elite coaching, and a clear pathway into senior football. By January 2018, Semenyo signed his first professional contract, a milestone that validated years of persistence following his earlier setbacks. To accelerate his development, Bristol City sent him on loan to Bath City in the National League South. The spell proved productive, as Semenyo scored 6 goals in 16 appearances and began to adapt to the physical demands of senior football. His performances earned him a recall, and he made his Bristol City first-team debut on the final day of the 2017-18 championship season, coming on as a second-half substitute in a narrow defeat to Sheffield United. The following season brought another important loan, this time to Newport County in League Two. It was at Newport that Semenyo's game began to evolve significantly. Initially developed as a striker, he was shifted into a wide role, a change that would later define his career. He made over 30 appearances for the Welsh club, scored key goals, and featured in memorable cup fixtures, including Newport's famous FA Cup victory over Premier League side Leicester City. His performances demonstrated not only athleticism and pace but also growing tactical awareness and defensive discipline. Recalled by Bristol City midway through the 2018-19 season, Semenyo began to feature more regularly in the championship. He made his first league start against Leeds United and experienced the highs and lows typical of a young professional, including a controversial first red card against Derby County. Despite the inconsistency, the club showed faith in his potential, offering him a new 4-year contract in June 2019. Another loan followed during the 2019-20 season, this time to Sunderland in League One. The spell was less impactful statistically, as he made 7 appearances without scoring before the campaign was curtailed by the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the experience contributed to his maturity and resilience, preparing him for the next phase of his career. Semenyo's breakthrough truly arrived during the 2020-21 season. He scored his first senior goal for Bristol City in the EFL Cup and followed it up with a series of influential performances, registering assists and goals across competitions. By the end of the season, he had played 50 matches, contributing both creatively and offensively. His progress was recognized internally when he was named Bristol City's Young Player of the Year in May 2021. The 2021-22 campaign marked another step forward. Semenyo recorded 8 goals and 12 assists across all competitions, establishing himself as one of the championship's most dynamic wide players. His standout performances in January 2022 earned him the EFL Championship Player of the Month award, further elevating his profile and attracting interest from higher levels. He carried that momentum into the 2022-23 season, scoring early and consistently for Bristol City. A prolific run in January 2023, which included goals in consecutive league matches and the FA Cup, intensified Premier League interest. Bournemouth, Southampton, and Crystal Palace were all linked, with Bournemouth eventually securing his signature after having multiple bids rejected. On January 27, 2023, Semenyo completed a £10 million transfer to AFC Bournemouth, signing a 4.5-year contract. His Premier League debut came shortly after, and he scored his first goal for the club in April 2023. The move represented a major personal milestone, completing a journey from academy rejection to England's top division. The 2023-24 season was his first full campaign in the Premier League, and he made an immediate impact. He scored crucial goals, including strikes against Liverpool and Burnley, and finished the season with 8 goals and 2 assists from 33 league appearances. His performances reflected not just physical strength and pace but improved decision-making and composure in high-pressure situations. Bournemouth rewarded his progress with a new long-term contract in July 2024, extending his stay until 2029. The following season, 2024-25, proved to be his most productive yet. Semenyo delivered decisive goals against teams such as Everton, Manchester City, Manchester United, and Fulham, including one of the fastest goals in Bournemouth's Premier League history. He ended the campaign with a personal best 11 league goals, confirming his status as a key attacking figure. In July 2025, Bournemouth extended his contract again, this time until 2030, underlining their long-term commitment. He continued his scoring form into the 2025-26 season, netting twice at Anfield on the opening weekend and producing match-winning contributions in subsequent fixtures. On the international stage, Semenyo chose to represent Ghana, honoring his family roots. He made his debut for the Black Stars in 2022 and was selected for the World Cup squad later that year, featuring in group stage matches. He scored his first international goal in a warm-up match before the tournament and later netted decisive goals in Africa Cup of Nations and World Cup qualifiers. His inclusion in Ghana's AFCON squads further highlighted his growing international reputation. Away from football, Semenyo comes from a sporting family. His father, Larry Semenyo, was a professional midfielder in Ghana's Premier League, while his younger brother Jai has also pursued a professional football career. Antoine additionally holds French citizenship through his mother, giving him a multicultural background that has shaped his outlook. In his personal life, Semenyo has maintained a relatively private profile, though his long-term relationship has drawn public attention. On November 18, 2025, he proposed to his longtime girlfriend, Jordine Buckley, marking a significant milestone beyond football and reflecting stability away from the pitch. From rejection as a teenager to a Premier League mainstay and international forward, Antoine Semenyo's career reflects resilience, adaptability, and steady progression. His journey underscores how persistence and the right developmental opportunities can transform early disappointment into sustained professional success. And with that, thanks for watching. Give us a like, share with friends, and please subscribe.